thought I was home free. I was like, okay, cool, like he's legit, I did not get scammed. You ever heard the saying, don't speak too soon? Hi guys, it is Galaxy Girl here today, back with another video for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me for another Storytime Sunday. Today I'm going to be telling you guys the story of how I got scammed on Twitter by a slithery snake. I can't with myself. This actually happened earlier this week, and I actually had a different story time planned for Storytime Sunday, but since this happened, I was like, I might as well get my money's worth, and you will know what that means when I tell you guys this story. But a little disclaimer before I get further into it. I'm not mad at this guy for what he did. Like, I don't care. It's his bad karma. I'm not hurt by it. Like, you guys don't need to go and find him and track him down. However, I am not going to censor his @name because this is kind of a cautionary tale for you guys. I have heard people tell similar stories about Twitter, so just watch out. If you see this guy, don't trust him, don't send him any money, don't be stupid like I was, and let's just get into the story. So a lot of the story takes place in the DMs because I don't know this guy in person. We were talking over the internet, aka Twitter. So I'm just going to paraphrase our tweets or like our DMs to you guys, and I will actually have the actual tweets next to me so you guys know that I am 100% telling you guys the truth. I have all the receipts for you guys, so this is 100% true. And let me just get into the story. What's with the voices today? Like, I'm sorry. So I have my laptop here next to me, so if you see me glancing over, it's just because I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys all the right information. So our conversation actually starts on Sunday. That's what my timestamp says here on these messages. The way that I found this guy is one of his tweets about DM me for promotion was actually retweeted onto my timeline by a guy that I do know in person. He's a dude that did my hair at one point, and so this didn't really make him more trustworthy to me, but it also made him less of a complete stranger, I guess. So I saw his tweet, I click on his profile, and most of his tweets are about promotion and stuff, and he has a good amount of followers, so I'm like, let me DM him and see what this is all about, right? So I click the DM button, and he's like, hey, how can I help you? I think that's like his auto message because it was already there when I clicked it. And I just quickly explained to him like, hey, I'm a new YouTuber, I just started my channel, I want to kind of get my name out there, and I don't really go on Twitter a lot. Like, I got Twitter pretty late, like I've only had my Twitter for about a year and a half, and I'm just not super Twitter savvy, so I was like, I don't know a lot, help me out, you know, I just want to get my name out there, I want to get some exposure, what are your prices, like what's good? So he breaks it down for me, and he pretty much says, you can get one retweet from a deck of 360 people. And if you guys don't know what a deck is like a group of people who like all retweet each other's stuff, I guess. It's kind of like an Instagram pod, if you guys know what that is. Social media jargon. So he tells me that one retweet a day for a week would be $10 from this 360 people deck. 2 retweets a day would be $20, 3 retweets a day would be $30, and then I think it's like 4 for $35. And I started thinking about it, and I'm like, well, $20 is not that much, and 2 retweets, like, that seems like a good amount of exposure. Like, if you add that up, it's a total of 14 tweets that are gonna get retweeted by like 300 plus people. So I was like, that sounds like a pretty good deal, like that's pretty solid. So he tries to convince me to go for the 4 for $35 because he's like, you can get a lot more different kinds of tweets and it'll be easier for people to like relate to you. But after like thinking about it, I was like, I don't think that I really need that many, so I'm good, I'll just stick to the 2 for $20 and let's just do that. So he sends me his email address so that I can find him on PayPal, and I just go over to my app, I send him the $20 and I send him the screenshot, as you can see here by the Twitter DMs next to me. And he's like, yeah, cool, send your 2 tweets over and I'll get right on that. So immediately I'm like, okay, cool. So my first 2 tweets were some selfies. I think they were like lake pictures that I had, and then another tweet said like, hey guys, I recently started my beauty channel, check it out, let me know what you think. And I was like, those are pretty solid 2 first tweets, like that'll kind of like get my buzz going a little bit, you know? So after we have this conversation, I just go on about my day. I don't really think about it, and I check back to Twitter every couple of hours to see if the tweets have been retweeted, but I'm not really seeing anything, so I message him and I'm like, hey, do you guys do it at a certain time or something, or like what's happening? And he's just like, I'll let you know when it happens. So I'm like, cool, no problem. He actually doesn't retweet them that day, and I don't message him again that night because I'm like, I don't want to be annoying. I'm just gonna wait till tomorrow, like afternoon around 2, so that way I'll give him enough time, and if it's still not retweeted by then I'm gonna message him again and ask him like what's good. So next day comes around, it's around 2, and I message him and he's like, we should be getting around to it soon. So I'm like, cool, awesome, dope. And sure enough, within like 10-15 minutes, I check back and those 2 retweets have been retweeted by 303 people. I know this exactly. And so I was like, it's not 360, but it's still 300 people, it still happened. And I was like actually kind of surprised that he said what he was going to do, because him not retweeting it the first day already made me like kind of nervous. I was like, did I get scammed? Like, so I thought I was home free. I was like, okay, cool, like he's legit, I did not get scammed. You ever heard the saying, don't speak too soon? Yeah, I spoke too soon. So like 2 hours after my tweets get retweeted, I'm just kind of like checking back, and I actually sent him my 2 new tweets to retweet either like that day or the next day, depending on when he was gonna get to them. But as I'm checking my profile, I realized that all the like retweets that deck had retweeted, I guess, the 303 had dropped down to 76. And I was like, I mean, that's kind of weird. I didn't really care about like the 300 instead of 360 because it's still 300 people, but that kind of drop, like over 200 of the retweets were gone. I was like, that's kind of weird. So I take a screenshot and I send it to him and I'm like, what's good? Like, why is this happening? And I think he like tells me some stuff about, oh, it's just like activity, or it's all about impressions. I don't know. It was just some bullshit. It didn't really sound legit, but I was like, whatever, dude. Okay, cool. But the retweets keep dropping, and at this point I'm like, bro, like what's really going on? So I message him again, and he says, you should have done the one that I told you about in the very beginning if you wanted more people to retweet your stuff. You saw what I told you, so that's on you. And then he blocked me. So pretty much what he said was that the reason that all those retweets went away was because I paid him 20 bucks and not 35 bucks for the 4 retweets that I didn't even want, because I only wanted 2. So yeah, I only got 2 of my retweets and my 20 bucks is gone forever. I hope he's happy with it. I will restate again, like, I am not angry at this guy. I don't wish him anything bad. I mean, 20 bucks isn't nothing, but 20 bucks also isn't everything, and money is just money. So I'm not gonna spend any of my energy thinking about it or hating on him. You guys shouldn't either. This story was like I said, I'm getting my money's worth, you know? I paid you 20 bucks, like I might as well make a story about it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, as well as subscribing to my channel if you enjoyed this video. It really helps me out, and I will see you in my next one.